Hello everyone, my name's Chantel and today I'm doing a sort of end of April check-in slash changing my purse slash I want to just go through these binders. It's not a count up because I just want to change the way that I've organised the money, but I suppose it's a count up as well. So I wanted to start with this. My journal. So at the beginning of the month I was so good. I hardly spent anything. I had £50 in petrol on the 7th and £4.49 I bought some eye drops in Boots on the 11th. And then at the end of the month I kind of went a little bit crazy because I genuinely hadn't spent anything here. I gave up chocolate and cheese for Lent, so I had to buy myself and my partner a Domino's pizza on the 22nd. I also filled up with petrol again, and then I also filled up with petrol. We went to see my aunt in hospital in High Wycombe, and then I went to see my nieces and one of my really good friends in London on the 24th, which was absolutely lovely. So it meant I'd used a tank of petrol, basically, like 2+ hours of driving on this day, and then I think it was about 3 or 4 hours of driving on this today. So I did use my full budget of petrol in April. I budget £150, it stays in my bank account, and yeah, there's a lot of like food shops, but in the side hustle world, so I know Vinted is my side hustle. I'm trying to declutter mine and my mum's stuff and earn some money as well. And I actually worked out, I earned £275 on Vinted this month. Not as good as my 2 previous months, but still a fair amount. But I spent £139 of it, which is crazy. I spent £10.61 buying more bags to sell things on Vinted, which is fine. £4.24 on me. I made a little, secret business purchase, which is £27.80. I spent £29.30 on my friend's new baby, and £26.19 was spent by my partner on some new trousers. And then in cash stuffing supplies, which in fairness is my new savings challenge binder, my new house and annual binder, and some trackers, I spent a whopping £67.21. Can you believe it? Crazy. So yeah, £139 I spent on Vinted. So I actually spent quite a lot in April. I don't know why I see Vinted kind of as free money, which is not the way I should look at it, and it hasn't been in previous months, but there you go. So this is my current purse. So food, I'm putting that aside because I've got the opticians this month. Spending, social, birthdays and gifting, and then my loyalty cards. I'm gonna change it because although these are great for coins, as we can see here in this food pocket, I find it quite cumbersome to like have to open the wallets in shops. So I bought this one. It cost me £6.24 on Vinted. It's a fake Filofax Saffiano, and I am going to change it. So if anyone has watched my first cash stuffing video, I made these envelopes, which I've trimmed down so that they fit in this purse. And look at the shambles of a hole punching situation going on. That was one of the other things I bought, actually. I got this. Oh, apologies about my phone. But Rapesco, I don't know how you say that, 6-punch hole punch for £2.50 on Vinted. And I bought just a spare little binder and then a hell of a lot of the clear wallets just to have. And those, so I got 20 of the wallets that little binder and the hole punch, all for £6 plus postage. So I'm very pleased with that. But yes, let's see. So we're doing it in the same order because I like the order. So food. I just want to see if this works first, and then maybe I'll improve the envelopes. We have food. Oh, and then it's spending, which is here. So this is just paper. Well, it's sticker paper. Actually, no, this is, oh yeah, no, it is. It's sticker paper, a pen, and then obviously a laminator and some laminating sheets. Spending, social, birthdays and gifting. And then I've got a big family holiday this month, so I'm going to put this holidays envelope in there as well. And I will swap over all my cards off camera. But that is, I'm not going to do the money yet because that will go in my next video, which is May's cash stuffing. But yeah, I mean, the size difference is quite substantial. But I just think it will work. And like people, this is a fairly normal size wallet, you know? And I did check, money does fit in here. So yeah. So that is those done. And now I'm going to go into all my binders and I want to change round. So I realised what it was. I think I was watching Iris Budgets, and she always puts the highest denomination at the front. And I haven't been doing that. And when I've noticed that when I come to count it, it's not as easy, just because it's in the wrong order. So when I'm holding the money, I'm like counting backwards, or I have to turn it around, and I didn't want to do that. So Mum has 10 in it, Handsome has 10, Charlie has 10, nothing in friends, little bit. This is my loved ones binder, by the way. Nothing in gifting, anniversary. There is only 10 in that one too, so nothing to change in there. This is my personal binder, and well, I'm sure we definitely have some to rearrange. So in new retainer, oh, I've only got 20 quid, so I don't need to change that either. There's only 10s in glasses. I have that this month, my appointment. 20. Yeah, I just haven't been able to put much money in. Oh, I've got £10 in holiday. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so this is the perfect example. I've got 25 quid in here, but the 20 is behind. So now I can count 25, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense, but it's going to help my brain. So, oh, yeah. That one. Sorry guys, this is going to be a really quick run through, but I've got some fun things to show you at the end. This is my home/annual binder. I decided to combine them just because this binder, I don't know, the other ones felt very like chunky, and I just like this one. Like this. That is wonky. Fully funded. So I've paid this now. This came out on the 25th, so it was fully funded, and it was less than I expected, so I can take that out now. That is paid. I can start saving for next year. Annual maintenance, see, 10, 30, 50, that is not as good as 20, it's not as good as 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. See, I promise there is a method to my madness. Oh, can't open it. I've also realised, so I'm doing up my cottage, right? It's an 1850s cottage. And I've realised that I am going to have to, before I move in, I'm going to have my chimney cleaned, because it hasn't been used in God knows how long. The previous people stuffed wood logs in there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to have it cleaned, and I don't know how much that's gonna cost, and I don't know where to find a chimney sweep and all the intricacies of adult life. 20, 40, 50, 60 in Microsoft, which means I only need 25, and that is at the end, I think, of July. I think it's the end of July, end of June, might be the end of June. But that is kind of the next one I've been saving towards. Microsoft. Wow, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. Car maintenance, it does have 20 in. Oh, lovely. So 20, 40, 60, 70 in car maintenance. I need to have my service done and some other things. I don't know. I'm so good at this. Well, right. And then nothing in Christmas so far. I haven't really felt like I have been able to put consistently into envelopes because I'm obviously low income, but it also means that I haven't been able to, like I'm constantly just saving towards the things. So yes, and I figured out who this is by, and obviously like I bought it, it said it had all the stickers in it. It was Princess Planning. So this is going to be my savings challenge binders, and I have some new ones to show you, and I'm very excited. But I really like how wide these rings are, because it means that I can fit a lot more in this binder. So I have the Cash But Cute Cheap as Chips. I just thought that was, again, so stinking cute. I really like her, the way that they're foiled. I just think they're gorgeous, and like all the little things, it's just the details. And so I also have the drive-through McSaving it. Look, a cutie meal. It's so cute. Okay, so these are all going into the same binder, and I'm thinking that I'm just going to kind of roll a dice, and I don't know if you've seen, who is it? It is the Budgets and Dreams channel, so I'm sorry I don't know your name without looking at your videos yet, but I will. So Budgets and Dreams has Savey McSave, and she lays out the categories in that binder, rolls a dice, and then puts money into them. And I think that's kind of how I'm going to do this. Although this should definitely be reallocated to Christmas once it's done. And so stinking cute. Cash But Cute Gingerbread Savings Challenge. Then I have from Pickle and Pud, I have the See How My Savings Grow challenge. Now these are all laminated, so that is wonderful. I can clean them off and use them again. But I just wanted to, I don't know if I'm going to keep these wallets with the Ziploc on yet, because they might be too clunky. It depends how many savings challenges I get. I kind of haven't really been able to stop, and that's why I spent 67 quid on Vinted, on cash stuffing supplies. Right, this is from Studio Budgets. It is the TBR Stack Builder, and you save the amount here, and you have 36 quid to splurge. I'll pop that one in there. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Yes, I could always make my own envelope so that they're more like this one, because that is way thinner and easier to get out. But then if I'm using smaller quantities, it's gonna be harder to keep the change with the challenges. So, and then finally from the Rockin' Witch, we have on Wednesdays we wear pink. So it has this little dashboard that goes in the envelope, and then you save 120 quid with that one. That is amazing. But I really like that there's some smaller quantities as well, so that I can, that will fit in there, but will it fit? I wonder. squishing. Yeah, perfect size. Okay, and then that one can go in the back. So that is my new and improved, increased quantity of savings challenges. You see, it just fits, even though it's chunky. But yes, that is my some new additions to my saving binders. I also got this little coin bag. I don't think I'm going to use it for 50p's, but I just wanted a smaller one because I don't know if you guys saw, but I bought those massive ones and they're definitely not going to be used. And then I also got sent this one, which is really cute. So maybe I could do £1 per thing. So we will see, but they are not going in the main binder. I'm going to film back to back for my May cash stuffing. And so yeah, that'll be out in a few days. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.